Good morning, Christine Regan Lake here. Nice to have you back to the Art of Life Well Lived. I'm here for another What Are Your Blockages reading. As always, these readings are timeless, so if you come across this message today or sometime in the future, if something resonates, the message is for you. If not, don't try to force something that's not for you. Also, there may be pieces of the reading that are important for you and not others. So the whole reading doesn't have to resonate, but there might be one nugget in it for you. So let's just see what we've got going. So the very first card that I pulled was about your life purpose. So right now you are being encouraged to embrace your life purpose, to connect with your higher self, and open up your third eye. So your third eye right now is a little blocked, and so you would be encouraged to do some third eye chakra clearing meditations and really work on opening up your connection to the divine, because your life purpose is divinely led. Some of the challenges that you will have in terms of moving towards your life purpose is that right now you're numb. You're emotionally numb from trauma of your past. What came out was the trauma was a narcissistic smear campaign. My gut was telling me that this is a narcissistic smear campaign, not from a lover, but this goes back to a parent relationship. This is a narcissistic smear campaign that happened with a parent early in your childhood. As a result, of your childhood upbringing, you developed a perfectionist blueprint. You're obsessed with perfection, and you're hypercritical of yourself, and this is stopping you. This is making you procrastinate because you have this obsession with it having to be perfect. You become paralyzed with fear on taking action of it or completing it, and so it keeps you stuck. So you are being encouraged to do your inner healing work, to resolve your to heal from the narcissistic smear campaign, to basically defrost, to reconnect with your emotions, and to release this perfectionist blueprint that is keeping you from moving forward in your life purpose. Does that make sense? That's right. Moving forward in your life purpose. Your gifts are needed in the world right now, and so it's needed, and it will provide you an income that will sustain you as a business. So you are being encouraged for your life business for your life purpose to be a business that's going to be able to sustain you financially. The next card that came up was go outside. So you want to embrace your life purpose, but you also want to have balance. You want to get into nature. Nature has a highly soothing effect on the nervous system. It will help you turn off the fight or flight. And if you can do this, it's going to lead to prosperity, right? So your life purpose will help you create a business, and it will be prosperous. If you do the work, if you do the healing work, if you commit to it, if you resolve the trauma, the narcissistic trauma bonding, or not trauma bonding, the narcissistic trauma that you experienced as a child. And part of your prosperity will come from embracing your high priestess, that basically you have divine knowledge that is needed by humanity right now, and by embracing this divine knowledge, stepping into your power, it will enable you to create a life for yourself and a living for yourself. You will have a bright future by taking this path. You can stop worrying, because if you follow your guidance, you follow your life purpose, things will work out for you. In terms of any potential blocks, it is saying that you may have some intestinal issues in terms of health issues from the anxiety, the anger, sadness, whatever is interfering with your body's ability to digest things, your intestines, and you may have a viral infection. There may be some kind of viral infection in your intestines that you may or may not be aware of. So if you do have any kind of IBS or digestive issues, you are encouraged to embrace meditation and prayer, because it's the anxiety that is lowering the frequency in your intestines. You have to turn off your fight or flight. You have to learn to relax, put the body into the rest and digest mode so that the parasympathetic kick in the parasympathetic nervous system. And easy does it, right? So you want to ease into this new life purpose, right? You want to take it, it's not like you have to go barreling off and start racing off and doing things. Move into this life purpose with ease and flow and grace. You're not overworking and things like that, because that came up next. So you have what is currently blocking you in terms of moving forward into your life purpose is that you have past life issues around being a workaholic, where you don't have the discipline to be able to punch out, right? So it's extreme imbalances in your life. You're not learning how to have work-life balance, where you're nourishing yourself, you're spending time with those that you love and things like that. So definitely have to resolve past life stuff. There are a number of different past life meditations that you can do to help clear blockages from your past life. You can do that. You can find them on YouTube. There's tons of them out there. Eventually, at some point in the future, I'm going to be creating a past life clearing meditation for my channel. But at the moment, I haven't yet recorded it. So I would encourage you to find one. And also, you want to reward yourself. You want to, again, it's being encouraged to have a bright future. To have a bright future, you need to learn to have balance. Easy does it, where you're not overworking, and you need to reward yourself, right? When we work hard, we're not sacrificial lambs, we're not martyrs. So you want to reward yourself, because when you're working so hard and you don't reward yourself, you can become angry and bitter and resentful, which is exactly what's going on in your intestines right now, right? Anger, anxiety, sadness. Being a workaholic is very draining on the body. You need to learn to self-care and raise your frequency, and just learn to embrace a more balanced, joyful life where it's not just all work. So the last messages that came through is that, Guardian, you are divinely protected. So if you walk this path of entrepreneurship, following your life's purpose, you will be protected, divinely protected on that path. Also, what it will require of you is transformation. So Pluto came up as well when I rolled the dice. You are being encouraged to embrace this transformation, become the butterfly, go into the cocoon, and transmute the pain of your past into something beautiful that will heal you and that will serve humanity. And the thing that you're going to require most of yourself is that you're going to require compassion for yourself. You need to embrace compassion for yourself as you take this journey. Your perfectionist blueprint has had you in a hypercritical phase where you're constantly, judging yourself, ripping yourself down. And part of that is because of you're numb, and you have the narcissistic smear campaign that that is a trigger point for you. It was the trauma of the narcissist putting you down, smearing you, making you feel bad about yourself, that made you into a perfectionist, that made you hypercritical of yourself. And to resolve that, you are going to need deep self-compassion and love, and unconditional love, and unconditional love for yourself, and self-compassion, so that you can heal and transmute this energy, so that you can pursue your life purpose as a high priestess, sharing your divine knowledge in a business that will be prosperous. So that's the messages that came through for today. I'll share with you the signs that came up when I rolled the dice. It was Virgo, Scorpio, and Leo. So this could either be a message for a Virgo, Scorpio, or Leo. And the numbers that came up were 6, 7, 67, 76, 10, and 77. So 6, 7, 67, 76, 10, and 77. Some of those could be birth dates, other those could just be important numbers somehow that resonate with you for whatever reason. And the influences that were in this reading were Pluto came up, talking about regeneration and transformation, right? Being encouraged to have your transformation. Mercury came up as well, God's messenger. And God's messenger goes back to the priestess, right? God's messenger, you've got wisdom to share with people, humanity, people who are needing your guidance, your divine guidance that you have, and the lessons that you have been through. And the longer you stall, the longer you wait, the people that are needing your advice are still suffering, and they're stuck because your specific resonance, your message, your life's journey will directly work as a guide for other people who are back further, like earlier in their journey where you used to be. And you've got wisdom to share with them, and they need your wisdom. And so the longer you hold off, the longer you procrastinate by not stepping into your power, the longer these people suffer and stay stuck because they're waiting on your message. So also, the Mercury is linked to the signs of Gemini and Virgo. It highly influences that. And it's about sculpting your words into spells, blessing spells, mantras, things like that. Your spiritual wisdom, God is asking you to grab hold of your spiritual wisdom that you have, to share it with others who are desperately in need of what you have to give, your insights, your wisdom, your compassion, and the things that you have been through. Chiron, right? The wounded healer. You have walked a path of trauma and pain, and you are being encouraged to heal and resolve that so that you can be Chiron. You can be the wounded healer that can help lead others out of their pain and their suffering. So that was the major messages that came through for today. I hope you found value. If you like the messages in my readings, I would love if you could like, share, or subscribe to my channel so I can get these messages out to more people. I hope you have a beautiful day. Talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye.